This program, DTFT, demonstrates the relation between the impulse response in this panel and the DTFT, magnitude in this panel and phase in this panel. You can specify the sequence h of n with these two coefficients, b and a, which are the coefficients of the numerator and denominator polynomials of h of z in terms of powers of z to the minus 1. So for example, the sequence 1, 1, 1 is specified this way. You can also specify the sequence in terms of poles and zeros, either in rectangular form by clicking this control or in polar form by clicking this control. Only right-sided sequences are allowed in this program, so the region of convergence box here is disabled. You can also shift the sequence by dragging in the axis, and you can even change values of the sequence by changing them with the mouse. Note that when you modify or shift the sequence, the values of the polynomials change as well. The magnitude of the DTFT is shown here, and the phase is shown here. You can adjust the frequency limits of the plot with this control from minus pi to pi, or from minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Clicking on either plot brings up a cursor, which gives the value of the magnitude here, and the phase, and the frequency. The dB setting on this control here displays magnitude on a dB scale and allows you to adjust the limits with this control here. The amplitude setting is useful for demonstrating the phase of linear phase systems, such as this example. It converts the magnitude display to amplitude and removes phase discontinuities of pi. So when you shift over, you get purely linear phase. By default, the phase is wrapped and it's scaled, and that's controlled by these two controls here. However, you can scale the phase to different scales by removing the auto scale and changing the scale manually. Incidentally, when specifying h of n, you can enter most any legal MATLAB expression. For example, let's clear things out and type in a Kaiser filter using MATLAB's FIR1 command. And there it is. But be careful, the program does not perform any error checking, so if you enter garbage, the program will likely not exit gracefully. You can write out a filter that you've created using the write command, and you can also read in a filter that you've created with one of my other programs. For example, this is an elliptic filter. You can read in a sound file, play it,
She sells seashells.
and filter it.
She sells seashells.
This program is one of a suite of programs that I have developed to explain DSP concepts to my students during lectures. There are now well over 24 programs covering many aspects of the material in the book, including complex exponentials and sinusoids, convolution, the DTFT, pole zero plots and their relation to frequency and impulse response, A to D and D to A conversion, including upsampling, downsampling, resampling, and aliasing, the design of many types of FIR filters and their application to the filtering of speech and other signals, the design of IIR filters, circular shift and convolution using the DFT, the discrete cosine transform, and the short-time Fourier transform. A selection of these programs is being made available to instructors who are currently adopting the book in their classrooms. For further information, please visit cambridge.org/Holton.